So you've finally gotten around to lifting or leveling your truck and adding those big knobby tires that you've always wanted ever since you were a kid playing with Tonka toys. Now the only problem is your speedometer is off 2 to 3 miles per hour. And since you're OCD about your truck, this drives you insane. So stick around today and have no fear, because the Taser DT is here. We're going to show you how to reprogram your Speedo, get things back in order. Guys, so today we're finally going to get around to taking a look at this Taser DT for the Ram. It comes with the module and a cord. And one of the first things that it tells you to do here in the instructions is to download the manual and familiarize yourself with it, which I have done. And the next thing that it suggests is that you check for new firmware. So we're going to do that. This is the Z Automotive website under firmware. So it looks like we have to download their software. This is a programming utility, so we're going to see what the options are. I'm a Mac guy, so I'm going to go with the Mac. I've registered my email. It's saying it's trying to find the Taser. Well, I haven't plugged it in yet, so I'm going to take a minute, plug it in, and it's doing something. So let's go ahead and leave that there, and we'll see if it what it does. Okay. So it looks like there is new firmware. So we're going to install the new firmware. So once the update is complete, 99, 100%, now it's verifying. I'm going to unplug it. So here we go. We're looking for the plugs for the Taser DT. I'm going to do my best to show you guys what I got going on here. As many of you know, I have a pedal monster. So we're going to push that out of the way. And I believe we're looking at these two plugs up here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's going to be a little bit of a trick to get those out. So these are the plugs. A little cramped to get the hand up in there, but these come out very simply by pushing on the side closest to the door and pulling at the same time. This is what you're going to plug the DT into. Again, it's a little challenging to do this with one hand, so bear with me. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in. I might be able to put the camera up like this while I do it. We'll see if that works or not. There's one. There's two. Now, okay, so the ignition has to be in run, vehicle's off. Find the audio setting, which is mine, it's number 6. Hold this button and press the cancel button on the cruise control. And we're in. It's asking me if I want a light show. In order to scroll the menu, it's the same button, left and cancel. And here we are with Mary. Now, in order to accept the value, you hit this button and turn the cruise control on. And once you do that, you get a message like this. In my understanding, it's important to marry to the vehicle in order to advance to any of the vehicle settings. So we are now married. First thing I'd like to do is change my tire size so my speedo is correct. So I'm going to scroll until I find the perf option, which is a performance. There's performance. Once you find it, same button, cruise on. There's my tire size. From the factory it's set at 33.09. I'm going to change that to 35. I use my plus and minus while holding that arrow. .01 is what we're going to go with. And we're going to save it by hitting this arrow button and the on-off cruise. It says tire size set. Now, my understanding, we have to do a full reboot and 2 sleep cycles, and then a 20-minute drive, so that all the sensors adjust. So I'm going to walk you through the full reboot and sleep cycle, 2 sleep cycles. We are going to scroll the menu until we find full reboot. There's full reboot. We're going to select it by holding the arrow button and clicking the cruise button. So the full reboot is counting down. So it's going to do some funky things while it's rebooting. Your screen may go dark and then it may become light again. That just went blank. In order to perform the 2 sleep cycles, what we're going to want to do is turn the ignition to off. We're going to open and close the driver's side door and wait about a minute after until the dash goes dark. And then we're going to do that again with the ignition on, but not the engine. And then we can see if it worked by going for a drive. So here we go with the sleep cycle. Doors open. We'll close it. We'll wait for the dash and everything to go dark. So before we were off 2-3 miles an hour. Now we are pretty much dead on with this GPS speedometer. I noticed a big difference. I'm very happy with the Taser DT just for this feature alone. You know,